Now that we have the create multiple, we need to do something similar where we want to remove multiple. So let me copy and paste the create multiple, go to the index and copy the name remove multiple for the action method. We have remove multiple 2 and remove multiple 5. When we have to remove the category here, we need to retrieve them from the database. So _db.categories, and here I'm going to sort them by descending by the category ID. So u goes to u.category_id. Rather than list, I will make this an IEnumerable. Now here we will get all the categories. We only want to delete 2. So how can we retrieve the top 2 from here? We have the take there, which we can use to retrieve only 2 categories. If you wanted this to be a list, all you have to do is on top, you have to add .toList right here, and that will work. Then in order to remove, similar to add range, we have something called as remove range. And there we will pass both the categories. We will remove the categories and we will save the changes. Now what if we have to remove 5 categories? Pretty simple. We will paste it here. Rather than take 2, we will say take 5. That's all that we had to do. Let me run the project and see that in action. We will go to category here. And before I remove 2, let me go back to SQL Server and see how many categories we actually have. 26 right now. Let me go back, clear the debug window, remove 2. And perfect, when we do remove 2 here, if we scroll up, right here you can see everything is combined in a single transaction with 2 parameters, and then it does the execution. Go back and make sure we should have 24 now. That is great. And let me try remove 5 here. And here also when you examine something, we have the set no count on, and when you examine the parameters here, everything is combined in a single statement that you can see right here. And then it executes the transaction. So main thing that we should learn from here is when we are working with multiple entities, EF Core is automatically doing all the mapping. If you combine them and then you save the changes, even if you use add range or not, it is combining everything in a single transaction. But before .NET 5, there was a threshold. If you had less than 4 transactions, then it would run them individually. More than 4 insert or remove, it will combine them in a single transaction. But that is no longer the case, so that's why even if you have 2 statements, it is combining them in a transaction.